What is going on, everybody? Welcome to a special Monday night show. This is just part one of two parts of the 2026 3MIB Comic Book Swap Dealer Preview Show. Before we jump into it, I always got to hit the disclaimer.
The following program is rated TV MALS. It contains strong language and sexual situations. It is intended only for mature audiences.
I mean, who knows? Who knows what's going to show? We've had many things shown on dealer previews before, and it's always safe to play that, if I'm being honest. But yeah, before we get into the show tonight, I'm going to go over if you've never watched one before, welcome in. I'll go over it in a little bit. Just a quick little channel update stuff here. I get yelled at if I don't do this. So subscribe down, like the video, hit that notification bell, comment, all that stuff. Actually, you're really going to want to comment on this video. I will explain why in a few seconds here. But while you're commenting down on this video, go ahead back to, what was it? 1 week ago, exactly a week ago, May 4th. We did a Star Wars special and we did an awesome Star Wars draft. Go back. It was a super fun show. Go back, take a look at that, cast your vote down in the comments to win a giveaway. And I'm going to be drawing the winner live on the Wednesday night dealer preview show. So you have until we go live on Wednesday to get down in the comments. A lot of people comment on the IG or the YouTube video. So get right on there and get a chance to win a cool giveaway. And that is all the channel update stuff there. So we're going to go ahead and just jump into this. This is, like I said, part one of two. There's going to be Wednesday night at 8 p.m. It's going to be part two of the dealer preview because we had so many people wanted to get in on this that we couldn't fit it all in one night. It's a lot sitting here for 2 hours. We're going to be going for almost 2 hours tonight, beginning for about another 2 hours on Wednesday night. But yeah, so the way that tonight's works, if you have never seen one of these, we are talking about the Three Men in a Basement comic book swap. Here you go, May 16th at 102 Payne Road in Newington, Connecticut. This Saturday starts at 10 a.m., 10 to 5. Come on down. And this is going to be, I did up the math. It's over 50 tables of dealers throughout the whole thing. We got raffles, we got giveaways, we got food trucks, we got it all. So come on down, May 16th, this Saturday, Newington, Connecticut. It's an all-day event. Come hang out. Even if you're not coming to buy anything, come hang out. That's the best part of the show, is everybody hanging out together. But what we are going to do now is I'm going to bring on a handful of the vendors, definitely not all of them, just a handful tonight, handful on Wednesday night. And they're going to show off some of the cool stuff that they're going to be bringing, whether it's comics, raw, slab, whether it's toys, games. We got some cards. We got a little bit of everything down at this show. It is mostly a comic show, but there's a little bit of everything. So if you are looking for something specific, if you're in the chat, put it in the chat. If you're watching this on the rewind, put it in the comments, because as many of you know that have been to a comic show, dealers can only bring so much with them. You got to kind of pick and choose. It's just how it is. There's not unlimited space. I wish there was. But if you are looking for something specific, whether it's, hey, I'm looking for, this run or this issue, or like, hey, if you got that Marvel Legends toy I've been looking for, whatever it may be, let them know so they can bring it with them, because chances are someone either tonight or tomorrow will have it, most likely. That way they can bring it with them. Or, hit them. All these vendors have IG and YouTube channels themselves. Hit them up beforehand, locking that deal beforehand. I think every time we do a dealer preview, there's at least a handful of deals done before the show. So get in there with the comments and on the chat. So very quickly, before we bring on our first very patient guest back there, I'm going to go through the chat really quick. We get a bunch of guys talking in here. I'm going to go pretty quick here. Give him a little bit more time. Speaking of our first guest right here, Mike the Beast Benson, who's one writer and one artist who are both on your wish list to meet at a convention. I'm seeing Josh's comments. Paul Dini's up there. I would love to meet Paul Dini. We got John Big Daddy Ross will be down there. Oh, you got Kirby and Stan. Paul, honestly, I'm gonna go Batman the Animated Series here. I'm gonna go Paul Dini and Bruce Timm. are two big ones that I've never met that I've always wanted to. Who else we got up on here? We got Pope of Chilitown. You'll be seeing him a little later tonight as well, with his books and some amazing movie posters. It's a little foreshadowing / spoiler there for you. Who else we got in here? Mill Skills. I like the name. Welcome in, my friend. Welcome in. CT Jazz King, first family of comics. Who else we got going on here? We got Josh and John. We got this Broke Boy Comics. You're not going to see him tonight, but tune in Wednesday. Another vendor at the 3MIB Comic Swap here. You'll be seeing this guy a little later. Bob Stevens, welcome in. Welcome in. Hobbit Bar, Ryan, what's going on? I already got your cards. They're sitting right over there, ready to go for Saturday, my friend. Look at this. Smartest man in comics, Doug Bratton. Doug, welcome in. Hopefully, see you this Saturday. I got a quick glimpse of you at King Con, so I'll hopefully be able to see you and talk to you a little bit more this Saturday if you're coming up. Who else we got in here? We got Collecting History 76. Welcome in. Welcome in. Bummer, but very understandable. It's a busy time. Graduations and family stuff a lot this year. So who else? Benny Beans. I'm sure I'll be seeing Benny Beans this weekend. Who else? We got a Good Comics Memory, one of the 3MIB Comic Swap sponsors. You will see a whole list of sponsors throughout the day, throughout these shows. So we could not put on the show without the sponsors. So thank you very much. As John, Big Daddy Ross is another one right there. So thank you all very much there. We got Tony V. Welcome in, man. Welcome in. We got JWay11. Look at that. From New Hampshire, man. I love it. First time going. Pumped to see you on Saturday, man. Exciting. It's a fun time. It's an all-day thing. Very excited to see you down there. But yeah, guys, keep chatting it up. I'll be highlighting stuff throughout the whole show here. Like I said, I think tonight alone, I think we have 8 or 9 people, vendors coming on, showing off some stuff. About 15 minutes a piece or so. So if there's anything specific you are looking for, or if there's something specific that catches your eye, reach out to these vendors. Let them know, like, hey, man, I really want that book. Let me know. Let's make a deal beforehand, whatever it is. Or if like, hey, I'm looking for the Stephen Platt Moon Knight run or whatever it is, throw it in the comments, in the chat. Let the vendors know. Okay. All right. Well, you know what? You guys didn't come here to see me talk. You guys came to see some awesome stuff being shown off by some awesome vendors. So I'm going to go ahead and bring in our first vendor here. I want to say his at least 4th, maybe 5th time setting up. He's also a sponsor this year as well. So thank you very much. The one and only Mike the Beast Benson. Welcome in, my friend.
Oh, hello.
Cutting a wrestling promo with a belt behind you. I love it.
How's it going, buddy?
Oh, not bad, man. Welcome. I appreciate you coming on here. Appreciate you setting up at the swap again, as always.
It's my pleasure. Look forward to it every year.
I mean, I'm excited. I'm pumped. I think I might have texted you about it. We had a last minute change on our layout that I just re-updated everything, but you are in the same spot that you have been in previous years, not as last year, but previous years.
Awesome.
Yeah. So yeah. I mean, Mike, you've not only participated in this, but you've also watched many times, so you know how this goes. So I'm going to give you as much time right here until our next vendor pops in here. I'm going to go ahead and give you a little hot. You know what? Just because I'm going to absolutely forget throughout the rest of the night, I'm going to give you the one and only proper highlight this guy tonight. So I'll you, buddy.
Highlight this guy, man.
Alrighty, so I had a pretty eventful week. I came in possession of 2 collections.
That's right. The lighting is very.
So yeah, one was a college buddy of mine, and another was someone I've known for a while who both reached out to me. So going to show a little bit of that stuff because it will be what I'm showing first is from one of the collections and will be at the swap. So we had some complete and almost near complete runs. So this run of Justice League of America has 1 through 19, 27, 41, and 58, along with the wedding special. So it's the Brad Meltzer run of Justice League.
Oh, great. A lot of Michael Turner covers in that run.
Yep. And then another awesome run with a lot of awesome covers. Justice Society of America, 1 through 4 and 6 through 13.
A A lot of great Alex Ross covers in that run.
Yep. And then we got some Flashpoint, 1 through 4, and then some of the tie-ins. So
if you have never read Flashpoint, I can't recommend it enough. It's kind of it's the end of the DC universe into the New 52. It was great. I loved it. Great story.
And then there's 40 through 52 of the 52.
There you go. 52. That leads right into one of my all-time favorite series of Booster Gold.
So with those, I'm probably gonna the ones that aren't complete. Still toying with. Do I sell them as an incomplete set or just price them individually? So I'm still toying around with that. But a couple other of the single issues that I got from that collection. Some stuff I never even heard of.
I'm just going through some of the comments.
Oh, sure.
You keep showing stuff off, man.
So it's the 2 of the 4 issues of Halo Uprising.
Oh, hell yeah. I'm telling you right now, Mike, I'm going to make the first deal of the night. I'll take that. I'll take them.
Awesome. Sold. Sweet. Book that's kind of hot right now. Show that's, just finished its 4th season. So not the not the number 1, but the Free Comic Day.
It's still a great book.
Yeah, and it goes for a lot. I've been doing some eBay research on these too. So
you know what? It's a much cheaper way to read it.
That is true. Classic. Everyone knows this one. Spidey 2099.
Great book. Yep.
Sticking with the Spidey. Kind of pretty relevant.
Okay. Great. That's a great run. That's a very underrated run of Spidey.
Very true. I'm a Dan Slott guy for that run for the most part. I know he gets a lot of hate every now and then for different things, but overall, I enjoyed his Spidey run. So this, no COA, but Legends, and I did look at the front page, signed by John Byrne on the front page.
Okay, yeah, that's where the majority of his cigs are. Nice, that's awesome.
This was neat. Never seen this before. Kind of also relevant. This is a Jessica Jones 8-page special that was part of the promo for the Netflix show.
I've never seen that before either. That's pretty cool. That's a hot ticket item I would right now.
Yeah.
That's a nice David Mack cover, if I'm not mistaken, too.
I believe so.
I love David. I got a piece by David Mack, one of my favorite in my collection.
So this is something that I was gonna think about reaching out to Bob Stevenson if he's in the chat or if he watches this later, if he has any more info on it.
In the chat.
What was that?
Hand setup. He only in the also later.
Hello? You came in fuzzy. I don't know if it's from my end or your end.
Okay, can you hear me now?
I can hear you. You're coming in choppy. You're coming in good.
Okay, all right. I don't have a little glitch in the network there, guys. Sorry. Hopefully everything's good now. Set.
Yeah, and that could have been from my end for all I know.
All right. Well, but Bob Stevens is in the chat, and he will be on tonight as well.
Awesome. So, Savage Henry from Matt. Actually, I'll just pull up the info thing.
Cool cover.
This is the first printing of Savage Henry #1, an independent comic book written and illustrated by Matt Howarth, originally published by Vortex Comics, January 1987. I just want to go over that. The plot is actually pretty cool. The series is a spinoff from his Post Bros comic line and follows surreal adventures of Henry, the lead guitarist for a trans-dimensional insect rock band called the Bulldaggers. And then in this issue, Henry is sent by his bandmate to remind Cthulhu, who is also a member of the band, about an upcoming gig. Along the way, Henry gets lost and captured by a race of bone creatures who intend to sacrifice him to their gods, forcing the rest of the band to stage a rescue.
I mean, if that doesn't sell you, I don't know what does.
So it's unique.
There you go, right there. He's got the Bob Stevens coming in with the info right off there. I love it.
Awesome. Thanks, Bob. And then another book, last book I'll show from that collection, Spidey Hip Hop variant.
Yeah, hip hop variants are very well sought after. So there you go.
And then a couple books, something that all the kids have seemed to be into nowadays. The DC Absolute All In. So From
Okay.
last year's comic book day, if people are going to collect as much Absolute and All In, I've got this
Okay.
from last year. Absolute Superman #1.
Great. Honestly, I haven't read the Absolute Superman. I know everybody wants Batman, Wonder Woman, all that, but everybody's saying Superman's a great read.
It is. I've read, I'm a trade waiter, but I decided after I read the first 3 issues, and it's Aaron. You can't beat Jason Aaron
I
on
love Jason Aaron.
it. Issue #2,
Okay, there you go.
issue #3, and then issue #18, which has a ton of first Absolute appearances. I believe it's
Okay.
like the first Absolute Black Adam is the big one, if I'm not mistaken.
Okay.
Um,
There we go. We got a solid thumbs up from it. I like it. Okay.
Absolute Wonder Woman issue 1. Switching to Batman, the Arkham M annual special.
That was a hot book. I believe it still is. I could be wrong, but I know it's a sought after book.
A variant for issue 15,
It's a cool cover.
and then another variant for 17.
Okay. I can tell you the artwork on these are killer. I have not. I'll be honest. I have not read Absolute Batman. I hear it's fantastic. I just have not read it, but I do like the artwork on it.
And once again, I read the first 3 issues of it, and it's really good. I had the first 2 trades as well, so I'm looking forward to continue that. And then this was on Whatnot. So as you guys talked about on the channel, Otto's a big fan of the Comics the magazine that's out. The first issue.
I picked up issue 1 and I just picked up issue 3 because it's Turtles. Well, there you go.
So you can kind of see it. So this was off Whatnot from when MegaCon was going on. That is signed by Zack Snyder.
Okay.
Not only is Scott Snyder. Sorry.
Yeah, we got you.
And not only is it signed, but you got a lovely COA with it as well.
There you go.
So that's the
pretty
stuff
cool.
I have for Absolute. A couple other Raws and a couple slabs, and I'll be out of here, fellas.
Yeah, man, take as much time. You good? You got a few more minutes. You're good to go, man.
A book that was actually unbagged on this channel. One of the Mark Spears monsters. Chin, you might need to close
Yeah,
your
you
eyes.
can go ahead and put that one down. I don't like clowns.
But the fun thing about it, which I learned after the unbagging, it's a 1 in 666.
Creepy,
Well.
but cool.
This one, and the only thing and why I'm kind of parting ways with this, as much as I love the show, there's a little tear on the dog on the top corner,
Okay.
but it's a Monsters issue 1.
Oh, wow. Okay, that's pretty cool. That's not one you see too often.
And then I don't have all of them, but a big part of what's going to be in my boxes on the table, my silver bronze Flash run, I am parting ways with, sadly.
Okay.
But so I pulled one of the raw ones. This is 219.
Oh man, I love that. If I didn't already have it, I take it from you. I love the Silver Age Flash.
And another book you could probably say the same about, my last raw I'm going to be showing.
That's my book right there.
So
My man.
those are all the raw books, and I'm just going to go through just a few slabs.
He's a big reason why I'm afraid of him, Bo.
Of what? Oh, who?
Otto and clowns.
So, and I do have a raw copy of this came in the collection. First appearance of Furry Beast in
That's a great-
6.0.
Yeah, that's a great book.
Someone who we will be seeing on the channel during this previews, these 2 nights. Very Gary's Something Skilled with Children variant cover in a 9.8.
Yeah, you will see Very Gary on here Wednesday night during the dealer preview.
Mr. Miracle 2, first appearance of Granny Goodness.
Great book. Some great Kirbiness right there.
We've got, so these are the 3 of the Flash ones I'm bringing that are in the slab variety. First
damn.
Reverse Flash,
That's a big book right there.
3.5.
That's a great book.
First Silver Age appearance of Vandal Savage, Flash 37.
Very underrated key. A lot of ones that's one that people don't really realize. Is like, hey, that's a pretty big key. That's a big deal. Big character.
And then the last book I have for you guys, Flash 114, second Captain Cold and his first cover appearance.
That's Mike. That's a book I need, and it's right in my Silver Age grade range. So we might be talking, Mike.
Well, I look forward to that. This and the Halo books might have your name on them.
Is that was that off white to white, or was that
Off white to white pages?
okay? Yeah, we might be talking, Mike.
Awesome. And yeah, because can't show everything, but yeah, so I'll have Silver Age Flash, Bronze Age Flash, Justice League, Silver Age Justice League, some duplicates I've had, so some horror books, from Bronze Age to modern, independent books. And with these two collections, I now have a good amount of dollar books. So don't sleep on the dollar bins. If you need to fill some runs, find some cool odd stuff. I'm still going through them, but I'm going to have some, nice dollar bins too. And like past shows, I'm always price to sell, and always love, negotiating and, coming up with a great deal for everyone.
Oh yeah, man, I love it. And I mean, I'm going to say this. I feel like it's for you as well as basically every other vendor there. Everybody watching. Cash is king. Say it right now. Cash is king. If you want a good deal, bring, cash is king. I will say, unfortunately, we do not have an ATM on site, so cash is king. Take a stop at the bank on the way down. Throwing a little shade, but giving you props as well right there. I like it, Pope. Oh, that's funny. But yeah, Mike, I appreciate you coming on here, man, showing off some great books. Those Halo books, as well as that Flash, we might be talking.
Awesome.
See, this is I love it because everybody gets to see some awesome stuff that's going on, but at the same time, I'm like, damn, because I'm at the show. If I don't leave the table, I'm okay. I can't see all the other cool stuff, but here it's literally brought in front of me, and I'm like, damn, there goes the money I want to, save up. But Mike, that was awesome. I appreciate you coming on here. Awesome stuff. And you kind of said it too. You'll have your dollar bins, and this kind of goes for the show entire. You guys can find everything from dollar bins up to multi-$1,000 books at this show. There are some big books, some dollar bins, sets, runs, keys, minor keys, run fillers, a little bit of everything.
Yeah, and I'm gonna have even some very lower grade stuff that came in not bagged and boarded, like some old Dells that are in the best shape and gold key. I'm gonna have a 25-cent box.
There you go.
Some stuff there.
Oh yeah, man.
And then I did send you what I donated to the raffle.
Let me go, guys. That is another part of the show. You will see the first thing you see when you walk in is our raffle tables. Each vendor, along with some of the sponsors and other people, donate. I think we usually have over 50, 60 items on the raffle table, ranging from bra books to slabs to toys to original art to lunch boxes to a little bit of everything. And this is one of two I'm going to be showing tonight, because I know I have another one that'll be showing later today. But this is Monsters Unleashed. This is this is a big. Is this an Omni?
It's bigger. It's bigger than an Omni. It's bigger than a coffee table book. This book is it's still at my parents' house. It hasn't made it over post move yet, but it is 22 inches tall and 13 and 3/4 inches wide.
That's about as big as my beard.
Yeah, it's big. So it's a lot of good art, and then it still tells everything that's involved in it. Dude. Space for me. Don't really have it, but I figured it's great. It's sealed too, hasn't been opened.
I could see the saran wrap on it. That's awesome, dude. I appreciate. That's an awesome thing to donate. So I appreciate that, and I mean, that's pretty. I look at Fing Foom up there. That's any kind of monster fan. That's a great item right there. Thank you very much, man. Appreciate that.
Yeah, it's my pleasure. Looking forward to it. Thank you for having me. Let me show off some of the stuff I'll be bringing. My Instagram, pretty much search Mike Tobias Benson. So if anyone watching Any questions, please feel free to reach out. And if you're wondering if I have something, I can let you know. And if you saw anything you like, we could talk. It might be Wrestling Chinmo. And other than that, looking forward to it, guys. Looking forward to a great group of people, a great day.
Awesome, man. Awesome. Thank you so much for coming on, and we will see you this Saturday.
Can't wait, guys.
See you, man. Well, there you go. That's just vendor number 1, guys. Yeah. And I see vendor number 2 is already backstage, ready to go. So enough of me talking. I'm just gonna go ahead and bring him in. The one and only Re-Up Hunter. I'm surprised you can see him. He's not camouflaged in the jungle.
I know. I wish I had that power, dude. What's up, man?
What's happening, dude? How you doing?
I'm excited for the show. It's one of my favorite shows of the year. I have to remind Otto to make a lot of margaritas because it's always sold out halfway through the show. So if you're watching this, Otto, make more than enough, please.
He's picking up all the supplies this week. So
cool.
Good to
I'm
go.
excited, man. All right,
Yeah.
so let me start off with I just got a connection.
Hold on, let me go and highlight you first here.
All right, cool.
Make you nice and big here. There you go. All right, man. Go for it.
Good, cool. All right, so I picked up a collection literally this last Saturday. So this is literally like my newest stuff I got. So yeah, I got a full run of Howard the Duck. So if you're looking to fill in some holes,
I honestly just realized now that Re-Up Hunter sign is physical. I thought it was like you like a banner on your phone. That's awesome.
So if you're looking to fill in the run, I got the whole run. And I don't know if you guys know, but the last issue there's an error version, which I guess here, if it doesn't say all new, it's the error version. But anyways,
Interesting.
little FYI.
Are you
I
selling it as a run or single issues?
No, I'll break it apart. I don't mind
Okay.
breaking it apart.
Because there's actually a few of those I need. So perfect.
Yeah, cool. Come through, man. And if you know about Howard the Duck, then you know about this one.
That's right there. That's the first appearance.
There you go. So full run of Howard the Duck.
I'm literally looking at my list right now as you're talking. I'm like, all right, cool. I need that issue, and that issue.
Nice,
Perfect.
nice. I also got a full run of Luke Cage, too. This is all the way to the last issue.
Damn.
So if you need any, want to fill in your holes, come see me. Also selling it separately, too, if need be. I just want to point out that this is a really good issue.
That's Cottonmouth, isn't it?
This one is Luke Cage is hunting down Dr. Doom because he owed him money.
Mm-hmm.
It's hilarious. But
Did you get a number 1?
great question.
Oh, there you go. Boom. Right there.
Boom.
Look at that.
You can't talk about Luke Cage without talking about.
There he is. First appearance, Iron Fist. Damn, man.
I
Really
usually
nice
don't pick up
collection.
slabs, but the slabs came part of the collection, so
Hey, yeah. I mean, why not? Especially when they're like big keys like that. Why not? You know?
you know. And since we're on the Iron Fist wave,
That's great. That's a book I've never owned.
got Mr. Saber too. And then we got also picked up a collection of Daredevil. So
Ooh, shit.
I got issues 2 to 50.
Damn.
So if you're looking at filling that early run, I have 2 to 50. Also, the classic covers.
Yeah, there's a Spider-Man crossover there. Yeah, Doom. What's are they all different grades? Are they all kind of the same?
Yeah, they're all like mid-ish to low grade-ish.
Okay, still that's great. That means affordable. That's great.
Then the first couple I have graded as well.
That's not only is that Daredevil's second appearance, it's also Electro's first appearance.
Exactly. You got it right on the dot.
That's great. The Owl. Damn, dude. You weren't kidding with some fire on this collection. First Purple Man.
I know, dude. Man, I was stoked to get this collection. I had to drive 2 hours for it, but it's well worth the drive.
It looks like it was worth the drive.
So after the issue 50, I also picked up the Frank Miller run. So if you need anything from the Frank Miller run,
I need the whole Frank Miller run. Not actually the
Not
whole run. I
all
need a
of it.
lot of it.
all the classic covers.
Damn it. Man, you're only the second vendor, and I'm already like, damn. This, there it is right there, First Electra.
Wait. There's more.
First, that's a big book right now. First Bullseye. I think I could be wrong about this, but I think they have confirmed that after season 3 and Secret Wars and stuff like that, he's going to put out the new Thunderbolts.
That would be awesome. That'd be really cool, man.
Yeah.
And if you are a G.I. Joe fan, these are the hard to find ratios. So when these came out, nobody was really ordering the ratios, but if you know me, I'm a good girl cover guy, and the covers I love are the good girl stuff. So this is John Royale, or John Royal. I don't know how you pronounce it.
It's Royale with cheese.
Royale with cheese. There you go. So these ones are hard to find, dude. And if you just go on eBay, just put John Royale IDW covers, they're all really pricey and they're so hard to find, dude. But they're awesome covers. I'm a sucker for good girl covers. And
honestly, a lot of people don't realize a lot of those.
J. Scott Campbell, which I can kind of see.
I can see that. A lot of people don't realize that run in particular, especially some of those variants. They're kind of ghosts to find.
They are. They really are. Because every time I go hunting, it's what I look for, and I rarely ever see them.
Damn.
And I'm gonna end it with.
Yeah, you got plenty of time, man. So take your time, man. Show as much as you want.
Yeah, I'm ill prepared. I only brought out the newest stuff. I was really excited to bring all this stuff out, but I got almost a whole run of.
Oh damn! That is the run. Everybody wants
the run. If you want to talk about the hottest title in the last 2 years.
Yeah, dude. You got a whole run of it, or just about?
So I already sold issues 1 through 10 already. They're already gone. So
okay.
I think I only have 7 starting with number 5, and then it jumps to 8, and then it jumps to 15. So 15 to the very, very last issue I have.
Some of those
I have the variant too.
Damn, dude. If I'm not gonna lie to you, if some people don't hit you up beforehand, if you still have 90% of that leaving on Saturday, I there's no way. There's just no way.
So when I had this collection last time at Terrificon, and it was the first thing I sold all of it, and I had a really good chunk size of it. And I even got some of the spin-offs too. Check this out.
Oh hell yeah! With the tick. Oh, you got them upside down there.
Oh, there you go. Oh.
Damn, dude.
So,
I literally off the top of my head, I know at least 4 to 5 people that are either hitting you up right now or will be doing so very shortly for these books.
dude, and most of these are high grade, dude.
Damn. Look at this. It's
So the very last. It's the whole run except the first 12-ish. So the first 12 issues are already sold. They're already gone. But this will be the first show that we had. And I remember last year too, around this time, I had issues 1 through 10. And so I had Invincible number 1. I actually undersold it too. I sold it for $600. And if you see what it goes for now, woo,
that's true. A lot more.
It was a mid-grade copy, but I probably could have got like double that. But it's all good. It happens to everybody.
Yeah.
So to recap, I got Invincible, almost a near run, Daredevil issues 2 to 50, and the whole Frank Miller run with all the keys, Luke Cage full run, Howard the Duck full run.
Damn, dude. I'm already like in my head checking off. I'm like, cool, I'm gonna have to buy this from him. I'm gonna have to buy this. And you're only vendor number 2, dude. Killing me.
Yeah, I'm excited what else everybody else brings, because everybody brings cool things. I always like everybody else's stuff too. So
get a little bit. This is the perfect show to dig at, man. A little bit.
Yeah, man.
Show.
Remind everybody that there's really cool raffles too.
We Yep, we were just talking about that. Mike was showing off his raffle. Every vendor, a lot of the sponsors, and then there's just a bunch of other people donate. I think we have usually anywhere between 50 and like 65, 70 raffle items that
Oh,
range from raw books, slabs, toys, original art, a little bit of everything.
that's awesome. Actually, you know what? I have an idea. I'm gonna raffle off the Howard the Duck #1,
Okay.
and you're not obligated to, but I'm gonna do this just for the 3MIB swap. If you win the Howard the Duck #1, and if you're interested in the full run of the Howard the Duck, because I have the annual too, I will give you 40% off the whole run off the sticker tag. If you're interested.
There you go. You guys heard it. You win the #1, which I'll tell you right now, we do the raffle around 3:30 in the afternoon. So there you go. If you win that, we're set up till 5. Walk right on over to Re-Up, see what he's got.
I will give you the whole run 40% off sticker tag.
There you go, dude. That's
Not obligated to, but if you're interested in the whole run, it's a great way to pick it up. This is
Very-
only
very
MIB
gracious.
stale though. Now, if you see me at another show, I won't do it.
That's,
So-
that's very gracious, man.
Yeah, man. I'm
Appreciate
excited.
that. It's gonna be a great time, man. This is awesome, man. I'm jealous of the collection. Those are some crazy books. I cannot wait to start digging through them. Especially some of the Howard the Duck, or I want that Frank Miller Daredevil. That's a run I've been putting together for a while, and I need that first one. So we might be talking.
Cool.
Hell yeah,
Looking
dude.
forward to it, dude.
Hell yeah, man. Well, dude, that's awesome. Congrats on the pickup, because that's a hell of a collection. So
Thank you.
And you guys heard it right here, Saturday, first time it's going out in public. So there you go. That's awesome, man. Right there. The fact that you got like basically a whole run of Invincibles, nuts. First Bullseye. Damn, dude. Damn. Wow. I'm telling you right now, Jesse, if you're watching, there you go, dude.
I thought of Jesse too when I picked this up.
Jesse will be he will be set up at the swap, but he will also be there shopping. So that's the thing I love about this, because this is one of the few shows. I mean, yeah, vendors shop around, but this show is big enough and small enough at the same time to where someone can watch your booth and you can just shop around. It's great.
Also reminded to everybody that there's 1 or 2 food trucks, right?
We got one food truck. It's a new food truck this year. New guy. A little bit of everything. He's got burgers. He's got dogs. He's got chicken. He's gonna do breakfast. A lot of great stuff.
It's a vibe, man. That's why it's one of my favorite shows. It's a vibe because everybody's just chilling,
mhm.
and if you stay throughout the day, you're basically raffling off for most of the day, right? I know you mentioned around 3:30 you start.
Yeah, so we do giveaways all day long. I cannot explain to you just how many giveaways the 3MIB personally have to give
It's
stuff
true.
away.
Like 2 years ago, I think I won like 3 or 4 prizes, dude. I couldn't believe it. I was like, no.
And then the raffle is usually the actual official raffle starts around 3:30, so you have all day to get it in there, and then it goes for a solid 40 minutes, just because we have so many items to give away.
Yeah.
So,
So remember, try to enter, and if you want the whole collection, I'll give it to you for 40% off sticker tag.
there you go, right there. And Thundercat Matt. It is in Newington, Connecticut. I'm just going to show this right now for everybody still joining in right here. Boom. May 16th, this Saturday, 102 Payne Road from 10 to 5. 3MIB Comic Swap. There it is. Actually, you know what? I'm going to also put this up. I feel like I probably should have been doing this the whole time, but a little ticker down below. There you go. All right, dude. Wow, look at these. And these are all high grade. Oh, man. Crazy. Damn, dude. Well, man, congrats on the pickup. Thank you so much for coming on here and showing them off. Can't wait to see. Honestly, I mean, first time showing them in public. So see you this Saturday with them.
Peace.
Awesome, man. I'll see you this Saturday. Thank you for coming on. Well, there you go, guys. Just 2 vendors in already, and I can already hear people saying I'm broke, which is awesome. It's already great stuff. And I can already see our 3rd vendor already sitting back there. I feel like I should make him wait, though, just because, I feel like he deserves it. He's flipping me off, so maybe I'll let him wait another second or 2. But actually, you know what? Before I do bring him in, I will say this. Go ahead over last week, Monday, we did a Star Wars special and we did a draft. The guy coming up next was part of this draft. He thinks he won. He didn't win. But go ahead and vote on that to get in on a giveaway. So go check that out. But let's go ahead and bring in Comic CT. What's going on, dude?
All I'll say to that is my miscellaneous spot cut 2 of your Force users in half. That's
all right. And you know what? And there goes Comic CT. There he goes. All right, kicked again. No, I'm gonna bring him back in. You know what? I'm not even gonna just bring you. I'm gonna go ahead and bring in your partner who's setting up right next to you as well, who just popped in, the one and only Millustrations. Adam, what's going on, dude?
What's up, homie? How you
What's
guys doing?
happening, fellas? Not too bad. Not too bad. We're starting off with a
we
great
are
show so far.
following Re-Up, who just showed an entire run of Invincible. So yeah,
That's good. I'll pull out the 5 or 6 I have then and just pretend I don't have them. You know what? I'm sick of that fool. If he posts another video about finding $100 comic for 25 cents in some jabroni's bin, I swear to God, that kid has the golden touch with that thing. I'm always wildly
Hey,
impressed.
if you
with
guys
his,
if you guys aren't following Re-Up on Instagram, do
Yeah.
yourselves a favor. It's a fun time.
and
yeah,
I've
if I see him
him
at a
live.
show, I make sure to get to the boxes before he does, or just pick a different side of the room because I'm never going to beat him. You know what I mean?
like I've seen him live as well. He's got those fingers and he just goes and then his eye just catches something and pulls it right out. And then
I was literally digging with him. Was it last weekend? Re-Up? Yeah, week and a half ago. So I know how it goes.
It's funny. He and I have like similar tastes in like the stuff that we enjoy, like, you know, not for resale, just for fun. And he's always got really good taste for that. It's funny, like we all have, Sean and I joke, like, you know, we have different superpowers, right? Like you can't be good at everything, right? And so, that's his superpower for sure. Like that dude just, man, if you got a dollar bin, you see that fool coming, you better duck and cover. Luckily, hopefully, I should say, the rest of us are good enough at the other stuff to keep it going. You know.
Everybody's digging.
When I chimed in, you fools are talking about what nonsense? Cutting Jedi's works in half or something?
I'm going to go ahead and back really quick just so I want to give you guys your full 15 here. Last week, we did an awesome Star Wars draft for Star Wars Day. Sean thinks he won with his picks and all this. But I'm going to tell you right now, Sean, the comments, yeah, you got a few. Broke Boy's got a few. Everybody's got a few votes. I'm going to tally them up. I'm going to do the giveaway live this Wednesday on our dealer preview. And we're going to see who actually won.
Because people like you probably got other votes because people
Can I like regret asking this question? Can we start over? Because you use the words awesome and Star Wars draft in the same sentence, and then I realized
we've got a Star Wars hater.
And now y'all voting on like what the ice cream headache is going on?
Oh man, and there goes Millustrations. Oh no. No, let's I'm gonna go ahead and bring him back in, welcome in.
Well played.
Who would like to go first? I want to give you guys your full 15 here. So who's going
go ahead,
first?
I'm just gonna do some quick things.
So there you go.
I picked up some books recently. Some that you don't see very often. So got Cowboy Bebop 1 and 2.
That is some.
And then a little Invincible action to follow up the full run of Invincible. So there
you go.
Preview of Invincible there. Let's see. I've got some just going through the thing right now.
You selling those books on the wall behind you? Is that what you're selling?
Yeah. I mean, I might as well, right? I've got some cool Aquaman that I picked up as well. So a few of these guys, I know these guys are always
second here. Broke Boy Comics, if you're watching, there you go. Some Nick Hardy covers.
Sir. I know
those
Chesney and him are always after those at the same time. Picked up these guys, just some more oddball stuff. Some
body count. I love that series.
Body counts, you know.
Pick it up from Comic CT at the Comic Swap. Bring it to Terrificon in August. Get it signed by Bisley.
Yes, that's what I was thinking, you know. Some first Bride of Frankenstein action going on there.
Awesome.
I know not as
Show
hot
that one
as,
again. I want to see that cover. Show that cover again. That was awesome. Golly, man, what a
Damn.
cover!
it's Plug.
Okay.
Yeah, beautiful, beauty.
I like that. I don't think I've ever seen that book.
Not as hot as Invincible anymore, but once was. So picked up some Walking Dead books. So first Maggie and Herschel. Again, like as opposed to where Invincible is now, of where Walking Dead was, like pretty affordable for one of the largest characters in the series with
Yeah.
Maggie there. So number 10, number 9, number 15, totally out of order. That's my way.
That's okay.
So just Walking Dead, which again you don't really see too often anymore, but
It's it's a run people are still putting together because outside of that 119, it's actually relatively affordable.
I always love this book. Just how can you not love Spider-Man homages?
Well, Eric Larson, goodness.
Yeah, it's a Mario Gully property, right? That Larson purchased and then took into his fold, I believe.
Mm-hmm. If I'm not mistaken. Yep. I love that's man, that's rights and goodness right there.
Some first color of the Lagoon.
Heck yeah.
Again, a book you don't see too often.
Another
No,
homage.
dude, that's a deep cut. That's nice.
So, and then just let Adam have a whole bunch more, but I won't go individual on these ones. But I have this stack of Doctor Stranges, and then there's some of the volume 1 in there.
Okay.
And then no massive keys in here, but always good to have this filler of ASM, all like sub 100 to 200 ish.
Most sought after run in comics.
Yeah. So
All
just,
killer, no filler, Sean.
that's kind of what it is. Like, I don't like to call it filler because it's ASM, but there aren't any keys in there in particular. So, but yeah, I think that was the major stuff that I just wanted to showcase. I'll let Adam have a lot of the time because I know if you guys didn't see him at Little Giant, this guy is bringing the heat again and again. So.
Let me I'm gonna go ahead and highlight before I do very quick, Adam. I'm gonna answer this. It's not on the topic of the swap, but it's Star Wars, and other than Adam, who doesn't love Star Wars, I think Keanu Reeves would have played a great Darth Revan. I think he might be getting a little old for it now. I think he could probably still do it though, and I think Devin is going to become the new version of Darth Talon. At least that's the way it seems. That's my opinion though.
I don't think they'll have her as hyper sexualized as that.
No, oh, absolutely not. So, I mean, it's yeah,
So.
but I think it's going to be a play off of that, if you will. But if you want to talk Star Wars, go back, watch that May the 4th special because there's a lot of Star Wars talk.
And chatted up with Adam about if you see him at the swap, talk Star Wars.
I'm gonna have some cool Star
I like
Wars
Star
toys.
Wars plenty. You better chance of meeting God than getting me to do a draft where we're what like no,
Hey,
I
man.
watched
We had a
watched
great
all
time.
the Star Wars in the same day. I watched the 6. I did the thing. I have my street cred. I like the first 3 an awful lot. Darth Maul's great. The rest of the nonsense is not for me.
Okay.
Like Thrawn.
All right, fair enough.
But yeah, like that dude, whatever that thing was.
Well, moving on from this blasphemy, we're gonna go ahead and let you show off some books here, man.
Yeah, so Sean alluded to it a little bit. Was I kind of last before Little Giant, I just sort of showed like a bunch of big books, which was cool, but like I kind of dipped back into my bag of tricks for a better variety this time. I do still have some pretty big books that'll be at the booth at the swap, of course. Sold a bunch of stuff at Little Giant, but still pretty good. We should still be pretty loaded up. Some of the bigger keys, got the Ghost Rider, first Silver Age cap. What the heck else do we have? I don't know, man. Just come by the booth. If you're looking for big keys, we're gonna have like a good selection of like solid, mid-grade, affordable, like regular people, affordable, books for y'all for sure. But
There
yeah,
you go.
if you want to get into some other fun stuff, I got smattering of everything. I grabbed some variants, which I've been like dipping into variants a little bit. It's not my bag necessarily, but when they catch my eye, so this Ramita is this is a 900 ASM 900 Legacy.
Okay.
Just a
Cool
cool Ramita cover.
Yeah.
This is a Predator cover that
It's like a 1 in 50 or 1 in 100, right?
yeah, this is a 1 in 50, and that's a cool Virgin. This is also a 1 in 50 from the new Universal Monster series. So I'm trying to get you the better angle here. So that's
That's
a
perfect right
1 in
there, yeah.
50. I love it. It's super colorful. You can't really tell on the screen, but it's like hyper colored. And I thought this was a fun one too. It's a Mignola 1 in 50 of Doctor Strange,
Hell yeah.
450. So
That's
just
that's a
some
dope
like
cover.
some cool variants that caught my eye more than anything. I'm a big sucker for 80s cartoon properties, and with the He-Man movie upon us, I ended up kind of dusting off some of the old He-Man books that I had, including some variants. So this is a cool quadruple gatefold. This is from the Aughts series. It's really cool. It like folds out to a pretty wild visual. It's the Masters logo with art poking through the letters. And then some of you guys might remember Graham Cracker comics. They were sort of along the lines of like a Dynamic Forces. They did a bunch of cool variants. So there's one. You've got the gold foil with the Invincible preview. Here's another. A lot of these are oddball 2000s He-Mans, and this is
That's some
the
cool stuff though.
yeah, this is the same cover without the gatefold. And then there's a preview. So this is all just stuff you don't see a ton at shows. So I try to have a good mix of things. This one's signed by Val Staples, who was the brains behind the Brawn and this whole launch. And then this is just a straight up key for anybody. This is the second print of the first issue from this series, and it's a bit of a unicorn. I've seen it like once ever. It's pretty pricey because they printed so darn few of them, but it's a bit of an iconic He-Man book if you're trying to put together any cool He-Man stuff.
Hell yeah.
Also, I always have some weirdo underground oddball stuff. Is a copy of Trial Run. This is an unauthorized appearance of both Kiss and the Beatles. Yeah, it kind of hits a lot of veins, if you will. So Beatles people dig it, Kiss people dig it, underground people dig it. And again, this underground stuff is just you don't see it too much. It's just by nature of its production, right? The numbers are going to be a lot smaller.
It's true.
This one we all know, but figured I'd throw a Dave Stevens in. This is kind of a sleeper Dave Stevens cover. The other ones get a lot of hype, but with the black edge and the cool kind of creepy horror element to it, I always thought that was a fun
Very
one.
underrated.
Yeah, I agree. This is more up your alley, Chinmo. Little gobbledygook number one.
That is right up my alley. That's Kevin Eastman greatness right there.
I like Gore Shriek, that horror comic that came out back in the day. It's had several iterations,
Mhm.
and then this is volume 2, number 3, and somehow I've never seen it before. I don't know how it's escaped me, but I've just never seen this. So I think it must be smaller numbers.
Like
but,
I've
pretty.
seen the other ones that is like Capullos in those and that
Oh,
sort of
yeah.
stuff. But
Capullos
these
got
ones
This is
color in those.
a
seen
pretty
this.
cool, like maggoty undead monster dude. I found this in the wild, so that was
Oh, is
fun.
that not just the picture of Sean? Is that not what that is?
Oh snap! This is 5, 7, 6 Invincibles.
There you
Couple
go.
of keys in there, but I'm moving on from them since re-up already ruined it for everybody. But there are a couple of
But you know what?
$100 books in there.
That's
couple
good
of-
to know though, because if one person doesn't have it, other people will have it as well.
Yeah, it's probably it's in like the 80s, and there are a couple of keys. It's like 5, 6, 7 issues. This is a really clean copy of
Nice, great book.
Spider-Man Noir number 1.
Show
seen
comes
it
out
with the-
end of this
It is,
month,
yeah.
if I'm not mistaken.
And
correct?
again, with the show, kind of like the He-Man movie's coming out, this show's coming out. Thought maybe that would make sense to bring. Edging up a little bit to some bigger books. I have a Hulk 181 graded that will be at the show. And then this is, I had 2 copies of 180, sold the under copy at Little Giant. So here's a nicer copy of 180. And then if you want the trilogy, I have 182. So if you're looking for 180, 181, 182, and you want to work a deal for all 3, you know where to find me. A really clean set of Wolverine.
Great set.
We all know these guys. So there's all 4 in really nice shape.
I mean, all the ones that he just showed for the past 4 or 5, they are pristine copies.
Some minty mix.
Mint.
Yeah, then
Now we're
I dusted this one off. This one's new for the show. First Black Cat.
Great book. Uncle Al right
And
there.
then these are a couple newbies too. These were a little bittersweet to move on from. These are 3 foreign Spider-Man keys. So here is, I think this is Dutch. This is the same, the Black Cat.
Okay.
Wild colorway.
I was it looks like a blacklight poster.
Yeah, really. And then First Punisher, German version.
That's awesome. That's really cool.
And this is this one I will probably regretting selling, but this is ASM number 1 from Spain. And there were 2 Spanish versions. There's the El Hombre Araña, which is the more common, that has like a different top title or something. And this was sort of the more popular but less available of the 2. And this is a pretty cool. You'll probably never see this one again.
I've never seen this before, and honestly, it looks like
his
Spider-Man is trying to be cool with the kids and breakdance.
His arms and
not
legs
quite
are
hitting it.
wild on that thing.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then this was fun find. Monster Madness number 1, written by Stan Lee. It's a old school horror mag, and it's from what is it? Curtis. So Curtis magazine, Monster Madness number 1, and then written by Stan Lee. This is fun for the horror heads. And then this was After My Heart as well. First appearance of, first depends on how much you want to parse it, but generally considered the first appearance of Savage Dragon. Good old
Great
Megaton.
book. Again, a book you don't see too often.
No, especially not graded 9.6. It's a really clean copy. And then I also have at the booth, I'll have a first appearance of the Max, which is Kamiko 3, I think, or
Sounds right.
Comico, depending on who you're talking to. But if you're an Image fan, you want an early or first Savage Dragon and a first Max the Hair, we'll have those. So yeah, my usual mix of nonsense. My hope is, and my guess is a lot of this stuff I'll be hopefully the only dude in the room with some of this stuff. I try to pull in some weirdo stuff that you don't always see. And then if you want big baller books, I have, I think, 4 or 5 pretty legit silver bronze age keys that you'd come to know and love at the booth, all like in that 4, 5, 6 graded range, so pretty affordable copies.
I'm going to apologize right now to you, Adam. Unfortunately, your table is right next to Sean's, and there's nothing I could do about that, but it's just how it worked out. So sorry.
Yeah, he's kind of used to that. Unfortunately, ever since we met, kind of stuck with each other a little bit.
Yeah,
so.
yeah, for better or worse. No, I'm actually much like Little Giant. This show, it's for me, it's as much like I'm super stoked to like get a hang day with Sean and then get, do some stuff with him and see you and see Noah and see, Jesse and all the guys and see all the 3MIB crew and like all the hugs and high fives and handshakes and like before honestly, like I think I've mentioned this to you guys before, but like I had kind of like, I don't know, lost a little bit of the love for this before I met y'all. And then kind of like when I got roped back into this whole Connecticut crew and then the 3MIB buddies, and then kind of like it was like for me it was kind of like I got a second wind and I've been able to like have a new perspective on some of this stuff. It's a little less grindy for me than it used to be. Now I get a little more excited, I have more fun, and it's kind of been awesome like folding you guys all into my periphery. It's made for a much more enjoyable comic slinging experience.
Hell yeah, man. That's awesome. That's you
Yeah.
know what? I don't want to ruin it from there. So I'm going to go ahead and kick you guys out because that was great. So thank
Alright,
you,
gents.
boys, very much. We will see you both this Saturday. And yeah, see you guys Saturday. Thank you guys
See you
so
Saturday.
much. Appreciate it.
Nice.
Well, I mean, there you have it. Damn. That was very heartfelt as well. So thank you, Adam. I'm gonna go ahead and just keep this rolling for you guys. More great books, plus some cool movie posters coming up right now. He is waiting patiently in front of a wall of some amazing art. So I'm going to go ahead and bring him in, the one and only Mr. Pope of Chilitown. What's going on, dude?
What's up, everybody? How you doing, Shinmo?
Not bad, man. Welcome in. Welcome in.
Thank you, thank you.
I appreciate you coming on here. This is what, your fourth, maybe fifth time setting up, something like that?
I think it's like
Third?
third time setting up, and then I was there a couple times before that, just helping out Joe. But I didn't set up those first couple times. I was just his booth monkey those times. But yeah, I think this is like maybe the third setup. So
Yeah.
definitely a highlight of the year. Highlight of the show calendar. What a great show. We drive up from Philly to do this show. It's as far as we'll drive to do a show. But we wouldn't miss it.
I appreciate that, man. You know what? I'm going to give you your time. I mean, you know how it goes. But you know what? I'm also going to do, since I've only done it once so far, I'm also going to give you a proper highlight this guy.
Let's go.
Highlight this guy, man.
What an honor. All right.
Oh, switch.
Good. All right, here we go. I got a bunch of stuff to get through. We're going to rip through it. We're going to do posters at the end. And I also have been teasing all week some books that I am premiering tonight, and how you guys can grab some of those just before the swap as well.
I think you're going to be like one of like 10 people where this is the first time a collection is shown and hitting the public eye, which is awesome.
Yeah. Am I in the main screen the way I'm looking at it? Looks like you're in the main screen. Am I in the main screen still?
My thing kept glitching. You're on the main screen or me? What's everybody else seeing? Who's on the big screen right now? Me or Pope?
Oh, I'm on there. Sorry, I'm looking at my other feed. Okay, I'm good. Just on my screen looks weird. Okay, so let me move my camera around here. Hang on a second. Oh my God.
You're good, man. You're good. Oh, there we go.
All right. All right. So, of course, we're going to have some comics, so just, I'm not going to focus too much on the comics because you're going to see a lot of great comics tonight, but we'll have some nice books for you guys. We'll have the keys.
Why does that keep happening? There we go. Dude, you get, oh my God, look at this is just one box.
Yeah. So anyway, that's all wall books there. So I got wall books. I got slabs, of course. Got some moderately priced books. Let's get into some other stuff I'm going to bring. So I do have some magazines I'm going to bring. So here's some Nintendo Power. Got an early one here, number 10, with 89 Batman, of course, in the cover, and Jack Nicholson. It's a cool issue. All of these are complete, all the inserts and everything. And then these are really cool. These are up in like the 110s. So all of these have a Pokemon Power insert.
Okay.
And I didn't know anything about this until I came into this collection. So there were like 6 or 7 issues of Nintendo Power that had like this sort of comic booky Pokemon thing in the back. And it's attached to the book by like a perforation. So when you find these complete, like that's really great. And like if you do a dive on these, graded and high grade, these things sell like crazy numbers.
Okay.
And people even also just grade the insert itself. And those have some pretty high graded sales. But I've got 4 of these Nintendo Powers that have they're all complete Pokemon Power insert.
Cool.
And this one on the bottom, I guess, is like the GOAT of all of them.
Damn. Yeah, I mean, well, look at that cover.
So yeah, apparently people get this one because they love this game, and then it's got the Pokemon Power insert. So yeah, so I'll have those and some other magazines.
Do you have any more Nintendo Powers, or is that it?
I've got a bunch more. I'm not sure how many I'm bringing. So if somebody's looking for something specific, let me know. I don't have many that are as low as the Batman.
I'm
Most
looking
of
for
them
the
are over
looking for
issue
the
50.
turtle issue. I gotta
I
remember
don't
what
have
issue
that
it is.
one, no.
Okay,
No.
all right.
A few foreign things. This is really cool. This is an Australian Newton Comics Silver Surfer #1, and these are all these like larger format, where you can really take in the art, So
Yeah,
this is pretty cool. And then
I
this
like
I've
that it
never
says
seen. Hmm?
swap at the top. I like that.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Boom. There you go. Marketing. Even back then, you guys are ahead of the game. And then there's so many weird Marvel UK titles, and they're all like basically reprints. I'd never seen this before until I got these. This is called the Daredevils, and it's all reprints of Miller era Daredevil stories.
Cool.
And then it has original Captain Britain stuff by Alan Moore and Alan Davis.
Awesome.
Yeah, so this is about half the run. It's an 11 issue run. That's issue 11. That's issue 1, and then there's a few in between. I'm selling this as a bundle, but you get half the run like all at once.
Cool.
And then show you a couple other like just oddball items here. So this is kind of cool. This is Rocketeer. Is sealed? It's like a audio cassette of the movie. And then it's a 3D comic. The glasses are in there. They're kind of hiding.
That's so
But it's a
cool.
Neil Adams.
Damn, that's awesome.
Yeah, so still sealed. Pretty cool, just funky little Rocketeer item. I've got a sealed wax box of Marvel Series 3 from
Damn.
Skybox. And what's cool about this is the series that had, I think, the solid color holograms. So like the Hulk was green and Spider-Man was blue, and
okay.
right. And last I checked, the Hulk hologram from this series, there's no PSA 10.
There could be one in that box.
So that's why it's great to pick up these wax boxes, because you have a shot at like getting a 1 of 1 PSA 10.
Damn.
And then Chinmo, you're probably old enough to remember, along with me, but maybe not some of our youngsters, sticker albums.
I remember them fondly. As scary as that one looks, I remember them
Yeah.
fondly.
So back in the day, you used to be able to buy, just like you bought cards, you could buy packs of just stickers. And they did them for everything. They did them for sports, movies, TV. I used to do baseball albums when I was a kid. Instead of baseball cards, I would do baseball stickers. And then you would buy the album separately. And, like you'd match up the number and put your stickers in your album.
It was like a makeshift puzzle that wasn't a puzzle.
Yeah. So this is new old stock, Nightmare on Elm Street sticker album, and full box of the stickers.
Oh, that's pretty damn cool.
So you get the box, you get 48 packs, and you get the album. So you can pop them and stick them if you want, or whatever you want to do. But I'm bringing that up with me.
That's awesome. That's terrifying, because he terrifies me, but that's real cool.
Yeah. And then speaking of cards, I got 2 card sets here I'm bringing. So more horror here for you. Sorry, Chinmo.
That's okay.
This is called Grand Illusions. It's a Tom Savini card set. So Tom Savini is like the godfather of cinema horror makeup. So he was doing like horror makeup in like the late 60s, 70s, and 80s. And these are all cards that sort of highlight his work. So Tom Savini card set there. And then behind that, I have Alien, the OG Alien. This is from 1979.
Sweet.
This came out with the movie. You've got a wrapper, you've got all the cards and all the stickers.
Ooh, that's all complete. That's a full complete set. That's awesome.
Yeah. So there's your Ripley rookie sticker right there. But all the stickers are in here, all the cards. It's a beautiful set. This is a single owner set. He put these together himself out of packs back in 1979. Wrapper, the whole thing. Great looking set. So we're going to have that. Then I'm bringing some original art. So I've got, this is a Greg Land Hulk full page pinup, or full page splash of the Hulk.
Yeah. That's he's got the gauntlets on. Is that World War Hulk?
I'm not sure. Incredible 708. I'm not sure where that puts it.
Oh, he's got the gauntlets. It just made me think World War Hulk. Yeah.
But anyway, beautiful Greg Land splash page. Then I got some sketch stuff. So this is Mike Grell,
Oh, damn.
doing his signature character here, Ollie.
That's so cool
and
looking.
yeah, and this is actually a twofer. So you get Ollie, and you get what was her name? Shiva or something from
Shiva,
Longbow Hunters.
I believe. Yeah. That's all original pencil sketches.
This is original pencils, probably like convention sketches or something.
Yeah. Damn.
So it's two separate sketches from Longbow Hunters, and they're pointing at each other. You frame them like side by side, where they're sort of like pointing at each other. So that's Mike Grell.
I'm not even like a
comes
huge
together.
Green Arrow guy, but that's awesome. I kind of want that. That's
I mean,
so
if you're
damn
going to
cool.
get a Green Arrow sketch, I mean, you're
That's
going to
true.
get Mike Grell.
That's a good point.
And then last one here. This is really nice. This is Todd Knock.
Yeah.
On this red paper.
Hell yeah.
Batman Superman from 2010.
That's the white outline on that makes that thing pop.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah, totally. I mean, just to do like, and then look at the detail on like this cross hatching he did on the
Todd
back.
Knock, he's a very, very underrated artist in my opinion.
Totally.
That's so damn cool.
I've got that, and then I've got this other cool item. If you guys are Todd fans or Spawn fans or toy fans, so you may remember. So Todd McFarlane Toys launched in 1994 as Todd Toys, right? With Spawn Series 1, Phase 1 figures came out in the summer of 1994. Okay, they actually launched at Toy Fair. So whenever Toy Fair was that year, that's where they launched. Okay. In the fall of 1994, they did a store tour starting at FAO Schwartz in New York to promote the toy line. Okay. So this is a press kit.
Oh, damn.
TMP Toys. So it came with a copy of Spawn, and actually on the back cover you can see Todd Toys US Tour 1994.
Yeah, it's so cool.
FAO Schwartz, October 29th, 1994. So this was a press kit that was sent out, and it's got like, so here's your so see October 17th, the press release. So it's got a bunch of press releases, it's got a bunch of articles about Todd. It's got this card. So this was apparently limited to 10,000 that they handed them out at the event. So it's numbered. So see, there's the old logo, Todd Toys. So you could only get this at FAO Schwartz at the event.
Damn, that's so. Did you come across this in a collection?
Flea market find, my man. Crazy.
Oh, damn.
It also comes with these 8x10 glossies of the original figures.
That's
with some
so
information
cool.
on the back. There's
this is any Spawn fans like dream here. This is awesome.
Yeah. So if you're into Todd, if you're into toys, and there was something else about this I wanted to say. What the heck was it? Oh yeah, it's also signed by Todd McFarlane, 1994.
That, I mean, you can't ask for much more.
So that's a pretty cool item.
Yeah,
definitely unique. Also signed. Nothing you're going to just kind of stumble across every single day.
And I got to tell you, from being from 94 and like at a flea market, that's pretty clean looking press kit.
Yeah. No, it was interesting pickup. Yeah.
That's awesome, dude. Hell yeah. That's very unique. That's very cool.
All right. So now let's get into these comics. So I've been teasing these on my Instagram for a couple of weeks. I got a really nice collection a couple of weeks ago, and I decided to hold these back, and I was like, why not wait for the dealer preview show to show these? So there's two stacks here. These are all autograph books, okay? The first stack here it's all Marvel Secret Wars. Now there's no number 8 I'm not keeping the number 8. It's not at CGC. I didn't get it. Okay. But it's the rest of the run, 1 through 12, except for number 8. And they're all signed by Zek.
Hell yeah.
Most of them are double signed, Shooter and Zek.
Shooter and Zach. Okay.
Yeah. They've got Mike Zek COAs. And then a couple of them. So this one's just Shooter on 4.
Are you
This one's
selling
got
these
Bob Layton.
separately or together?
So I've got a set price on them, or I will break it up.
Okay.
Obviously, if someone wants to grab it as a set, I've got a bundle price ready for you. It would
Okay.
be great to pick these up all together. So anyway, there's this. So here's got Bob McLeod. Also, this one's triple signed. Here's that great Doom cover.
Damn.
So if you want all your Zek signed Secret Wars, so there's that. Now, that's pretty cool. But what was really great in this collection is this guy was getting stuff signed, I guess, like in the 80s and 90s. And there's a whole honkin' stack here of OG bullpen guys. And of course, some of them are not with us anymore. Now, most of them are on Avengers books. And so we're starting off here with some Roy Thomas stuff. And of course, Roy's still around. Roy's still making the rounds.
Yeah, he's signing. Yep. Great books, though.
Yeah. So you can certainly get some Roy Sigs, so no disrespect to Roy, of course, but show you the Roy stuff.
Hell yeah.
Roy. But then we start getting into stuff with guys you're not going to get unless you find it in the wild. So how about George Tuska and Roy Thomas on Avengers 53?
That's pretty damn
I mean,
cool.
I can never run into George Tuska Sigs. And then we've got some Sal Buscema.
Oh, damn.
And Roy Thomas. We've got Tom Palmer and Roy Thomas.
Wow, this is all out of a piece. This is crazy. This is cool.
Sal Buscema.
Oh, yeah, some key books, too.
You ready to get a little spicier now, Chin?
Yeah, what do we got? Let's see it.
How about Dick Ayers?
Wow, wow, you do not see those too often.
Yeah, so we got an Avengers 22 signed by Dick Ayers. We have an Avengers 24 signed by Dick Ayers.
Damn.
Here's another Tuska.
Man, this is cool. This is a great stack of books, man. For Sig Hunters, this is great.
Yeah, we got a Joe Gaella,
Nice.
Steve Englehart.
Damn.
We got Starlin and Rubenstein on the Thanos book.
Yeah, that's a great book to have them two on.
Now we start getting into some triple signed. How about Tom Palmer, Roy Thomas, and Sal Buscema?
Damn.
All right, now we're going to get a little spicier.
Okay. All right.
Yeah. Here's a great Kang cover. We got Joe Staten, Sal Buscema, Al Milgram, Steve Englehart, and Ron Wilson. 5 Sigs.
Damn. 5. That's a quintuple book right there.
Can you handle more spice, Chin?
I'm as a palette, no, but as for for books, yes.
Oh, okay, good. Because now we're going to jump into how about John Romita?
There you go, the one and only.
Avengers 23. And
This
then we
is
have Romita again with Ron Wilson and Steve Englehart.
Nice triple sign. Yeah. Romita books. That's the way to do it right there.
And we have another triple here. Romita, Wilson, Englehart.
Wilson. Hell yeah.
Then we have, this one is actually just kind of randomly Chris Claremont on page 1.
Hey, great book.
Yeah.
Great signature.
All right. Now, are you ready? I know you said you can handle spice, but can you handle the fire, Chin?
Probably not, but I'm excited to see it.
All right. Well, we're going to jump in here with an Avengers 13.
Okay.
And we got Dick Ayers on the top there.
Mm-hmm.
And then down here on the bottom, we got Stan Lee with an Excelsior.
Wow, that you do not see. That's awesome.
Yeah, that was definitely, charging a premium for that later in life.
That's real cool.
So yeah, you don't come across Excelsior Stanleys as much as other Stanleys. And then with the
Wrong.
Dick Ayers double up there.
Yeah.
And
Damn.
then one more for you. And you would think this might be the best one. I don't know. I think this last one is the best one. So we've got an Avengers. What do we got here? 94. And we have John Romita again, Roy Thomas, Tom Palmer. And then I almost missed it when I was rebagging. You got to go all the way down here to the bottom for a little Neil Adams, action.
There you go.
I mean, having a Romita and an Adams Sig on the same book.
That's awesome.
Crazy.
Damn, man. That's a nice stack of Sigs you got there.
Absolutely. So, yeah. So, and I'm going to have more autograph stuff as well. So on this stuff, so number one, I guarantee all my SIGs. Okay, so if some of the stuff has COAs, some of it doesn't. I feel really confident about these, or I wouldn't sell them. But if you buy any SIG from me and you send it to JSA and it comes back unauthentic, I'll absolutely buy the book back from you, pay you for the grading costs, take the book back. That is not a problem ever. You buy collections of people that collect SIGs, like you're not going to get COAs all the time, right? So there's that. The other thing I just wanted to mention is I did want to make sure that like my regular people that buy from me all the time get a chance to get in on these if they can't make it to the swap. So what I'm going to do is Thursday night, this Thursday on my Instagram, I'm going to do just a power hour claim sale focusing on this stuff. And so that way my people can get them if you want. But if you're coming to the swap, you can jump in, make some claims. I will hand deliver them to you. And also what I'm going to do is when I invoice you guys on Thursday night, if you claim anything, if you mention you saw it on the preview show, I'll give you 10% off any full price claims you make that night. And if you're picking up at the swap, I'll give you 15% off all your full price claims that night as a thank you to everyone that supports this community. And I'll bring them to you and hand deliver. So you have to mention it when I invoice you, and do not put it in the chat. It is only for people who watch the stream or the rewind, and then mention it when I send you the invoice.
Hell yeah, man. That's awesome. Very cool. I mean, I appreciate you coming on here as always. I appreciate you setting up. Appreciate you being one of our sponsors as well. I can't wait to see you this Saturday and hang out, man.
Yeah,
I'm excited.
So I guess, you know what? I am noticing I'm over time. So just real quick, I won't do the whole thing, but I do want to remind everyone.
Movie posters. They were a hot item last year.
Yeah. So I'll just show you these right now because I'm running late, but I'll have a big binder of movie posters with me. Come check them out. And as well as these Phase 1 Marvels, which are some of the Grail pieces.
Hell yeah.
So yeah.
Very cool, man. Awesome. I appreciate it. Some awesome stuff. I can't wait to see you Saturday. I can't wait to hang out and probably spend some money and go home with some of those cool stuff that you showed, because I want some of those books that you showed off. Awesome, man. Thank you very much. And we will see you on Saturday.
All right. Thanks, man.
See you, man. I mean, there you go. Signature books, regular books, slabs, magazines, movie posters. It had a little bit of everything. I'm going to go ahead and bring on our next guest just to keep this going. I feel bad. He's been sitting back there a little bit, running a little over. Going to bring him on, give him his full 15 here. And I apologize, guys, if the screen keeps switching. I'm not doing anything. Seems whenever I highlight a comment, the screen switches back and forth. So I apologize. I'll get that fixed. I don't know what's going on with it, but I'll switch it back as soon as I can. Let's go ahead and bring in our next guest. There he is, Bob Stevens. What's going on, man? Bob
Hey, how are you?
In the Comic Barn. Man, I say it every time you come on here. Not only is it just great hanging out with you, but not only just the items that you bring on here, but the knowledge that you impart on all of these. I can't wait to sit back for 15 minutes and just listen.
I love that. Every year I sit through the swap, I sit through the preview thing. All these other dealers come on. I have none of that. I have
It's
nothing. None of
you
it. It's all different.
you always have the most unique, eclectic stuff. Yeah, you have your comics and stuff like that, but it's man, you got a little bit of everything. I love
Yeah.
it. I
I
can't, you know
actually
what?
I have like 3 of the books that I've seen. So
There you go. You know what? And I made you wait long enough, so I'm gonna go ahead and just highlight you and let you get showing some off some cool stuff, man.
thanks. I got a new location. I'm not in a dining room this year. I'm in my sort of graphic novel shelves.
I'll say everybody's in like the man cave area. I'm loving
Yeah, well, it's a room.
it.
Anyway, yeah, I'll kind of like 3-4 phases. I'll move pretty quickly. I try to think about, people coming to the swamp, they're savvy and they want to know like what should be on the radar, what should we go after. I've said it a couple times before. I'll share some of these now. Like I really am digging these bootleg comics still. And you guys have seen like Mahdi Khan has come to Terrificon. Sorry if this stuff's backwards on the air, but
No, you're good. You're good.
it's good. Okay. Mahdi Khan has brought some of his, but he's not the only guy doing these bootleg things. In fact, he's stopped doing them now. He's got one little last bootleg that he's got available if you buy his other books. But there's so many other people doing bootleg stuff. This one's a Venom bootleg.
Yeah, cool.
Mahdi Khan did a bootleg Batman that went out of print quick. I don't know why. I don't know if there's a Selena Kyle little racy stuff going on in here. Anyway,
Might have a reason. Okay.
yeah, and Batman again. There's other Batman bootlegs. Batman Lost in the Woods. It's all painted interior. I'll have all this stuff for sale, and I'm still keeping it down in price. A lot of it's selling for big bucks online now. I bought multiples when I got it, so I'll try to pass on the savings because I believe in this stuff. I like, as a history teacher, I like people who play with the edges of what's allowed, in society and in history. That's where we get some of our greatest achievements, I think. Out of the arts and other things. We got here's a Wolverine's younger brother.
That's a cool
the
one.
Martin Man. So I'll have some copies of that. Little Jason. No one comes to the lake anymore. That's it for the bootlegs that I'll have there. I don't know that most people that 3 Men in a Basement. I kind of joined you guys maybe 6-7 years ago. I had another life as a failed cartoonist. So I'll be bringing. I dug deep this year. I dug into my original comics that I really haven't brought to shows very often. I did one.
I had no idea about this.
I gave it a shot. I did San Diego. I did Chicago back in the day. And I remember setting it up and I had all my little comics, all my little beautiful things. And I looked up across, I have them at the table. I look up at San Diego and I'm set up next to Sony. It was like, there was no way it was going to work, but I dug out some old copies of this stuff. Some people know I did the conventions brochure. That's kind of an extension of that. This stuff's awesome. Like screened. I had a lot of fun making it. And my earliest life back in the 70s, my first job was, someone mentioned toy shows before. I got paid to do the Rubik's Cube in front of crowds in 1979 before it came out in the United States at the New York Toy Show.
Really?
Fair. Yeah, so I did a little comic about that too. I'll have some of those things.
Are you one of those people that can just like look at it and then?
No, not anymore. My dad's a mathematician. He brought home the algorithms like before it even came out here, and he brought a cube, and I learned how to do it. So I went to the toy show, and they were trying to sell it to toy stores for that Christmas in '79, and I picked up one off the table, did it, and they hired me on the spot. They're like, "Wait, you could do this thing?" So it was a neat little. That was my 15 minutes. I peaked early.
That's so cool. I'm learning so much about you, Bob. This is so cool.
Sorry, man. Yeah, I'll keep moving.
No, that's awesome.
Some obscure Kirby fanzine stuff, Big Barda fanzine.
Oh, whiz.
Deep obscure here. Ben Mara. I don't know if you know him. Terror Assaulted. It's the first print of that thing. Very rare book. He's been doing some stuff online lately. I forget the name of it, but this stuff's tough to find. I did a kind of fun thing, Ripper and Friends. I used to go to a lot of these alternative underground shows of 10, 20 tables in a church basement of all just struggling artists and buy whatever they had.
Awesome.
And I think these things are still sort of underappreciated, undervalued. They're going to get some heat down the road. Here's a pretty famous Japanese artist, Keiichi Tanami. I have a couple copies of a newspaper they did with him. These things sell for a lot online, but I bought them back in the day, so I'll take care of people on it. Some underground stuff. Robert Crumb record album covers. A lot of probably the king of the underground stuff. And then I've been importing some stuff from overseas that's interesting. There's this company in France called Bonsai that's been doing the art of collections. They're printing 1,000 copies of these things, and each issue features an international artist, sometimes US, sometimes French, sometimes Japanese, etc. And a couple of them have been artists that you guys will know. Charles Burns, maybe.
Yeah.
He did Black Hole back in the day. These are super limited, full color, full slick paper, posters inside, limited edition stuff, interviews that are in English. And I've been picking up extra copies because I know people want to pick this stuff up when they find out about it. Here's a Jim Woodring one.
Oh, yeah.
And then still down that obscure alley, I found a couple copies of this Monsterama, which neat kind of zine that probably your audience isn't really aware of. It's collages of all kinds of advertising themed. So each issue, one will be a Halloween issue, one will be a Valentine's issue, and it's thousands of images from history that kind of get at the history of publishing in that genre.
That's awesome.
Yeah, neat stuff. And then this is more in the wheelhouse. I figured somebody's going to want this uncut sheet of preview stuff for Marvel Universe 3. It was like a promo that I think Diamond put out back when that
right. Yep.
Or previews, whatever. I think it was Diamond that was doing previews.
Yeah. Yep.
And then some timely stuff, maybe not. Some historical stuff. I've been picking up collections of really odd stuff because the odd stuff comes to me these days. So here's one a little bit timely: The Cuban Dilemma, Boat People Boogie from 1980. It's about the Marianas boat lift.
Okay.
Rare book. 100 copies were printed back in 80. And here you go, Ron. A little bit PG-13. Ron sells crack to fund the Contras. Got a little political. This is a Yippie newspaper from the early 80s.
Very cool.
Got some mainstream stuff. Already, I think somebody had an issue of First Cap, First Hulk.
Those actually, I don't think we've seen any of these tonight. Well, that one we've seen. Well, the other two great books.
I picked up the McFarlane run.
Nice.
Somebody else had a Munsters one, but I don't think it was this Munsters number one.
Mike the Beast had one. He was on here first. I don't know. It might have been at an angle.
Check it out. Yeah, because this is the 1960s. Pretty rarer than you would think it is.
A lot of those, the Munsters, Scooby-Doo stuff, a lot of those like old shows and cartoons, they're hard. Oh, you got the kitty cat, little black cat.
Yeah, we foster cats, so there's always cats wandering around here. This one will be gone. See, adopted yet? We're not adopted. So if you want it, petfinder.com. Yeah.
Is that a boy or a girl? Is that a male? My mom's looking for a black cat.
It's a girl. Yeah.
I will let her know she loves black cats.
Anyway, let me keep going because we're behind on time.
You're good. Yeah.
First Crow appearance on the back cover. There were two versions of this cover. The other one sold immediately. This one's still available. Is it the first Venom? I think this is still a sleeper, man. Robotech number 1, but it doesn't say Robotech anywhere on the cover. It's Macross, so it's a book you can get under $100 and still a neat book.
That's a good key book right there.
Toxic Avenger first appearance duo, kind of fun.
Yeah, with the preview in Marvel Age, I like it. Yep.
Now, super obscure. I've been collecting for 40 years or so. I've only seen one other copy of this. I got a better copy. I bought it. The other copy I saw, it's a little better than this one. So Queen of the Hairy Flies, super underground, obscure, but some big time underground artists in it. Rory Hayes, Spain, S. Clay Wilson. Those guys are in here.
Okay.
Super rare. And again, Richard Ramirez, another super rare serial killer series that was done. And I'll have some creepy.
Creepies, yep, nice.
The Britain one.
That's a hard book to find. That's a great book.
If you're into Ren and Stimpy, these guys did Spumco. That's kind of a fun one you don't see every day.
I would say that's very Ren and Stimpy-esque kind of style. Yeah. That makes sense.
Copy of Raw number 1. The Art Spiegelman and those guys in the early 80s were printing this in his loft. And this is where Mouse appeared. The first chapters of Maus
in that issue,
and issue 2. That's they both sell for about the same, a couple $100 each.
Okay.
The issue 2 has the first Maus. This one does not. It has another insert. It was kind of experimental. It wasn't quite underground. It was more avant-garde stuff. Published in New York in the early 80s. And then somebody's got to want to be an artist here. So the tryout book, there's no marks in it. This you would I don't know if you've seen this before. It has like blue lines, and you would ink it and send it into Marvel to audition to be an artist in there. bullpen pen. So that's kind of fun.
I've never seen that's so cool. I've never seen that before.
I've got I bought by accident years ago extra copies of a couple of the artist editions, so I'll have those there. This one's kind of rare, a couple $100 it seems to sell for. I'll beat the prices out there by a bunch. And then a sealed copy of the Todd McFarlane artist
Nice, yeah.
edition. How are we doing on time? I got a couple minutes.
You're good. You're good. I brought you on late. You got a few more minutes. You're good.
And I thought I brought art a bunch of times, and they're in these like intimidating black portfolios, and I think people are kind of hesitant to look through because they see a couple up on the wall for a few $1,000 and think, oh my God, I'm not going to be able to afford that. All this art here is all under $1,000. Most of it's under $500. I figured I'd show a way for people to, dig in those folders. It's literally as little as $40-$50. You can get a page of original art.
There you go.
And even here's a cover that's under $1,000 of a SpongeBob book. Some a friend of mine does
That's Turtles.
spot
Yeah.
illustrations, turtle stuff. That stuff is $100-$200. Simpsons pages are the covers are thousands. There's very little of this available on the market. I'm the guy that has some Simpsons stuff. When you're buying Archie, if you can find a page with the three of them,
I was saying not only did
the
Archie,
tension,
but
the
you
three
got
of them.
Betty. Yeah,
You can
Betty
get
and Veronica.
Yeah, a couple $100 you can get pages, nice pages from Archie. Just picked up a couple of Tomb Raider pages.
Ooh, where's Nemesis Prime? Is he watching? He's a Tomb Raider guy.
Yeah, I'll have a couple of those pages there. I just picked up a few Witchblade pages. And these are Tony Daniel pages, so kind of nice, solid
Yeah.
artwork. Another Witchblade. And again, these are all just a couple $100. In Star Wars, keeping with
Yeah.
our theme.
I like the Star Wars one. Yeah.
Page like this, it seems like this would be hundreds of dollars. You got a Deathstroke pinup, basically, but it's a blue line page, meaning the penciler did the pencils, scanned it in, sent it to the inker. These are the inks that appeared in the comic. So therefore, the market has decided that basically the pencils and the inks are worth half what the both of them together on the page would be. So you can pick up a page like this too. This is $250. I'd even do a little better, on
There
it.
you go.
So you get a nice looking page. It's not all of the original. There's another of this out there that's just the pencils, but kind of a neat way to see to get into the original art cheaply.
Yeah. Get buy what you like and get in where you can. Again, doesn't have
My
to be
dad
big.
and I started buying original art in 1980, and back then it was $5 to $20 a page. And I sold all that long ago, and I've been buying it hundreds of dollars a page now, and even sometimes over $1,000. But
Yeah.
that market seems to just keep moving.
And you don't have to spend those thousands of dollars on a cover or those $1,000 pages. You can, like you said, you can buy $50, $100 pages, get in on the ground, get the
Yeah,
$100, $200 pages.
Covers are going to run you.
Yeah, they
The
get pricey.
artists nowadays are asking $1,000. What I think I'm figuring out is people are kind of looking at what the artists are charging and then coming back to me because I've owned some of these for 20, 30 years.
Mhm.
I can charge a little less than the artist is charging sometimes, but I always recommend go buy direct from the artist if you can.
There you go.
Phil Hester, nice Green Arrow page. Here's just about every Green Lantern on one page.
That's pretty sweet.
Yeah, or a bunch of them anyway. This I just picked up a Batgirl, nice Batgirl page by Pop Man.
Very
And
cool.
again, under $500. There's still some. I still have some Batman Adventures, Gotham Adventures pages left by
I
Terry.
was just yeah, that's some early Batman Adventure stuff.
I have a bunch of covers, and these were all they're all around that $1,000 mark. These are Teen Titans Go covers. I have a bunch of those now.
Very cool.
Beautiful and reasonably priced. I got a bunch more Sonic the Hedgehog pages. Been enjoying those pages lately.
Sweet.
And then you can even go back into the 80s and pick up, Butch Geese or Jackson Butch Geese just passed away last year. Those pages are still under $500 for 1980s Marvel pages. They're not Spider-Man, but
They're awesome though.
art on there. And even Submariner, here's a Jeff Isherwood page with
Okay.
a sort of Submariner with a little, I don't know what he's rocking the headband there. Some X-Men with some great characters on the page. Wolverine, you got Juggernaut, Nightcrawler, and again, you're still under $1,000 and you're 20 plus years old.
Yeah, that's tough to find. Yeah.
And even Bob Layton. Bob Layton, if this were an Iron Man page, it'd be a couple $1,000s at least, but it's not an Iron Man page from the regular run. It's from a mini series. So the mini series you can pick up a little less money, but you get the same artist and you get that beautiful work on the armor.
Yeah, it's still Iron Man.
Yeah. I think that's all. I mean, I just started digging. I'm going to keep digging. I'll bring more obscure stuff, but I want to have stuff nobody else in the room has, and I want to check out everybody else's table with obscure stuff. So
hell yeah, man. That's, I mean, as always, dude, you always have the coolest stuff. Always bringing not only the cool obscure items, but the knowledge to go along with it. So I mean, again, as always, I appreciate you coming on here. Appreciate you setting up. I can't wait to see you this Saturday.
Yeah, you too.
It's always funny because we're kind of on the opposite sides of the room. So one side you got the white beard, the other side you got the brown beard. We'll bookend in the con.
How long is yours gone now?
It's stupid long. It's
no. But how many months or years are you like?
About COVID. I've trimmed it a few times, like a good amount since then, but roughly 5-ish years.
Yeah, all right.
Give or take. Yeah,
I'm in that range. All right.
Yeah.
Also, but do come by, even if you're not looking to buy any art, come by and flip through those folders. There's fun stuff in there. You never know what you're going to see.
I think I picked up last year. I was flipping through, and then I ended up picking up one of the Eastman, the little Eastman covers. I was like, I got to take one of those.
Oh, yeah. Thank you.
Yeah. Awesome, man. Well, thank you again. I appreciate you coming on here, and we will see you this Saturday.
Thanks. Can't wait for Saturday. Good
see
show,
you then, man.
Thank you.
I mean, well, there you go, guys. Bob Stevenson, the Comic Barn. Do yourselves a favor, go by his booth. Like you said, even if you're not buying, like, check out some of the stuff he has. It's incredible. But we are coming towards the end of the show. We have one vendor left. He's been hanging backstage. I can see him back there now. He's being nice. He's not flipping me off. He's giving me a peace sign. But like I said, guys, this is just part one. Part two will be Wednesday night at 8 with a whole bunch of other vendors on here as well. And again, it's maybe not even half of the vendors that we have set up on Saturday total. So yes. So I'm just going to move this along to our final guest of the evening and wrap this evening up for everybody. So thank you for watching along. But we're going to close it out with the one and only Chapter 11 Comics, The Amazing Murfinator. What's going on, dude?
What's up, everybody?
Welcome in. Appreciate you coming on here and closing us out on the first night of the deal.
Oh, absolutely. I can't believe the amount of product that's going to be at this show.
It's every year the stuff that everybody brings. We always say, yeah, we absolutely have a couple of those vendors that, yeah, they have their stores and stuff like that. But then we have so many vendors that only set up either just once or like twice a year with PC stuff, with like original stuff. Yes, there's comics, there's toys, there's art, there's movie posters, there's obscure random items. This is one of the only shows, at least I've been to, that you kind of get a little bit of everything. Yes, it is comic focused and heavy, but you get a little bit of everything here. So.
That Spawn thing that Pope Chilitown showed,
the press release,
release thing, that is so freaking cool.
Yeah, I've never seen anything. It looks so clean. It's signed by McFarlane too.
It looks like it was signed in pencil or something like that. But
it looked like a ballpoint pen, just on
But I'm sure if you ran into him at New York City Comic-Con, you're like, he would just sign over it for you. Make it all nice. But that was really cool.
We've seen a lot of great stuff tonight. We're going to continue to see a lot of great stuff later on this week on Wednesday. But you, Chapter 11, my friend.
Yes.
Not only are you a sponsor this year, so thank you for that, but you will be set up. I wish I had the map. I had to rework some stuff on the map last minute, so we don't have a PDF of it. But you will be set up in the same spot as you were last year.
Perfect spot.
Lucky for you, right across from the 3MIB.
All right. And then usually across from me is Very Gary.
That is still the same this year, my friend.
And then maybe behind me is going to be MTG Comics.
I don't think he's actually even going to be behind you. He's going to be right next to you.
Oh, perfect.
Yep. First time setting up, but we'll see him on Wednesday.
We'll see him.
We'll see Gary on Wednesday, along with a special guest that he's bringing.
I'm excited for that special guest.
As am I. But yeah, a lot of return vendors, and like I said, this year, I got to count it, but I think there's at least 8, maybe 9 brand new vendors this year. Never set up before. Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yep. And like I said, we have over 50 tables of vendors and stuff. So
that just goes to show what the 3MIB brand has done and the swap. And ever since Chinmo has joined the group, there's actually people on a waiting list now.
I do. I bet people always reach out for the swap to set up a table. And I feel bad because if you ever come to the swap or if you ever set up the swap, I will say it just a little behind the scenes action for you guys. We always do a first right of refusal. So if you have set up the swap, you have the first right of refusal. Like, hey, we're going to give you have till this date or whatever the date is till, to say, yes, I would like my table again. And then when people say they can't, because, things happen, life happens. We've had many people that can't make it for certain reasons or another. And then that's when we go off. We have a wait list. I'm not going to lie to you, of about probably 10 to 15 people.
So
which doesn't sound like a lot, but if you're trying to get a table, it's a lot.
Yeah. Speaking of like rare thing, like my buddy Sean, you guys out there in YouTube world might know him as Anvil or whatnot. He just dropped his bomb on my lap. He's not going to be there, but maybe this card will be. Are you familiar with cards?
Oh, I am. I'm going to go ahead and highlight you because I know what's coming in here.
This is a sports card. Some guy from Chicago who used to play basketball.
Scottie Pippen.
Jordan, I think his name. This is a graded Beckett 7 near mint, and it's got subcategory gradings. And it's on my. Hopefully, you guys can see that.
It's the rookie. Is that not the rookie?
This is the Star 1984-85 Star card. So this is pre-86 Flair. It's graded at a 7.
And you're
so I said for shits and giggles, let's go to eBay, see what it was. Last sale was $15,000.
Yeah, stupid amount. That's a big card. I'm not even a sports guy card, and I know that's a big card.
That's a big card. Well, this might be at the swap. I don't know. Just saying. Yeah, reach out to me, Amazing Murphinator on Instagram.
There you go. Right there. He's bringing books. He's bringing cards. You can see. Actually, he's not the only one. We're gonna have you'll see some cards on Wednesday night as well.
All right.
But damn, dude,
that's John's. Like Jesus, good Lord. Anyways, what's so cool about your show? Why does everyone want to go there? Not only is it a cool spot,
it's because
not only
that's why people want to come in.
It is, like you get to know the vendors. You get to know. Don't call me a vendor. Don't ever call me a vendor. I'll never be a vendor or a dealer. I'm just some guy that's just trying to sell some junk. And it's the community, right? It's really the community that just brings everyone together.
We make this a community event. We've said it before. You've heard many people say it on the show. You're going to continue to hear it on Wednesday night as well. Yes, we want you to come in. Yeah, maybe find some cool stuff you've been looking for, but we want you to come and hang out, have a fun time. We have an after party. We go get some food at a bar and stuff like that. We have a good time. We have, like I said, there's food trucks. There's some drinks at the show. There's giveaways. There's a huge raffle, which we're going to talk about in a second. It's a fun hangout. You don't want to buy anything? That's okay. Come hang out.
No, yeah,
say hi to us. If you're just chilling in the chat, you can do what I did for years. I just lurked in the chat, never said a word, never said anything.
True.
And then I showed up to a crawl, and now I'm running a channel.
Right.
That's just how it goes. No, but you come in, say hi. I love my favorite part of this is meeting people, seeing friends, hanging out. I wouldn't do it if I didn't enjoy for that. Yeah. Am I bringing some stuff? Like I'm gonna have a couple boxes of books and stuff like that. Yeah. But
are you losing your hair over the planning?
No, I already lost it. It's already
so
gone.
You see, you're not even losing that. There's no sweat.
The planning at this point is basically done. I've done the layout. We've done it all. Otto's picking up a few more supplies. The tables are being delivered on Friday, and we just have to do the setup, and then we pray for no rain. Is what we're gonna do.
That's true. There was one year where it poured.
It's been
crazy.
I'm not gonna lie. We've not had the best luck with weather, but you know what? That's okay because everybody hangs out inside, and we have a great time anyway.
Yeah.
Honestly, the past 3 years, I'm not gonna lie to you. It's been torrential downpours, and I think they've been some of the 3 best shows I've ever even been to, and I've heard it from many other people. It's just a fun hangout time.
It's a good time.
It's a blast. But we did mention something a little earlier that I want to talk about because I believe you're going to show them off in a second.
What's that?
Is our raffle. We do a raffle table with 50, 60 items on that table, from raw comics to slabs to toys to lunch boxes to original
lunch boxes for sure.
Yeah, a little bit of everything. And you were kind enough. You showed me exactly what you were donating, which I think is you're way overdoing it. If I'm being honest with you,
Why?
and I appreciate it. But you were giving away not one, not two, not three, not four, not five, but six. I need two hands to show off how many.
I'm not giving away 6 either.
It's not 6. How many is it?
8.
It's 8.
8.
Oh my god! I need almost a whole other over half a hand as well.
8.
It is 8
Right?
books.
2, 3, 4,
I could be.
5, 6. It's 8.
It is 8. Not even just books. It is 8 slabs, all signed, I believe,
All signed by Arthur Adams.
and they are all a connecting cover.
It's a connecting cover.
Do you want to show off the books first, or would you like me to show what they look like?
Sure. So, these. How do I? Do you know when the 3 men in the basement get like gifts?
I will say we have been very fortunate where people
Donate
to give us stuff or give stuff to give away, which we always give away, whether it's at a show, during one of our live shows. We do tons of giveaways, which I'll say right now, if you go back, comment on our Star Wars video, win awesome Star Wars giveaway. Just throwing that out there. We'll give away.
My team wins anyways. But
you got a couple comments, even though one of them was yourself. But yeah, we do giveaways all day long, and I believe that's kind of where you got this one. Could be wrong.
Yeah, so this was a give. It was given to me. I don't know if any old school. No, not pint glasses. Whatever your name is. Beast. They were given to me by some old school YouTubers, Cholula's Comics and AG Surfer. I'm sure you're familiar with both channels. And we've been talking back and forth forever, and we're pretty good friends. But I thought that this would be something that could be passed on to the community as well. And the only way to do it is to get, I could put these at my booth and I could sell them individually or something like that. But they were given to me. I have nothing into these. Mm-hmm. Does that make any sense? Like,
I got you.
So I think someone at the swap would absolutely die for these things. Maybe they'll be their first yellow label. Maybe they're into Spider-Man, or
I will say this right now: we will not be breaking up the set. This is going to be one.
This is going to be one
raffle item.
And what do you sell raffle tickets for?
I don't want to say it off the top of my head because I can't remember, but it's very. I think you can buy like 20 of them for like. I think you get like 10 or 15 of them for like $20.
So it's pretty cheap.
They're very cheap. Very cheap.
Very cheap. Very affordable. Yeah. So this is a set that came out, and it covers various Spider-Man titles. And this came out, when did this come out? 2020, and these were signed in 2022. And the cool thing is that they're all signed in paint pen and they color match.
Okay.
All right. So that's pretty dope. So the first one I'm going to show is Symbiote Spider-Man. Number 1, it's an 8.0, okay, and it's signed by Art Adams, but it's got it's Spider-Woman, so with the red and the red.
Yeah, just
okay.
True.
CBCS, all right.
That's awesome.
And let's see, where can we put this? We'll put that right there. The next one is an 8.5, The Amazing Spider-Man number 34, and this one's Miles Morales on there. Signature on the leg, red and red.
You guys can see where this is going. Yeah.
This is Amazing Spider-Man 35, the next issue. This is a 9.4. This has got Gwen. So we got the pink, purple, and match your hood. All right. 9.4. We've got 2099 Alpha. This is a 9.8. This is issue number 1. This has got Spider-Man 2099 on it, and it's signed in green over here to kind of match Scorpion.
Okay.
All right.
Damn, I'm not even a big Spidey guy, and this is awesome.
This one is Spider-Man and Venom Double Trouble. It's a 9.6. It's issue 1. We got Venom. Again, the glare is going to be tough, but we
That's
got
okay.
it signed in silver or white right there to match Venom. This one's really cool. And this one's probably going to be pretty popular. Spider-Verse #1. And it's a 9.6. And it's Spider-Man Noir.
Spider-Man Noir, yep.
And where's it signed? It's signed right underneath his armpit over here in purple. Kind of
Okay.
matches pants. Actually, his pants would be gray. We got Peter Porker, the Spectacular Spider Ham in a 9.6 in yellow right there.
Yep.
And finally, to round it out, the Amazing Spider-Man issue 32 in blue over here in a 9.8. So you get 2 9.8s, a few 9.6s, a couple dogs, and an 8 and an
You know what?
8.5.
It's okay. The grade match, it's a little
Yeah.
off the grades, but they're all signed, all yellow label, all slabbed. And yeah, someone tells me we might fill up the bag on this one.
I think so.
Let me go ahead and because I have the picture here.
Oh, do you? Oh, good.
This is what it looks like laid out here, guys. It is a connecting cover. So yeah, you can display these slabs all connected like that to where it is one big picture, I mean, that's pretty awesome. All signed by Art Adams, which is pretty crazy.
Yeah.
Which also, if you ever met Art Adams, it's a little bit of money for that sig. That's
He does have a nice popular, let's call it a popular line.
He does. The line is, it's always a very long line.
It's
but
popular.
this is what all 8 connecting covers look like connected together. So that is literally one. We can't split this up.
Can't split it up.
I would feel way too bad if one person won one, 7 other people won the others. This set
And then they
deserves to
fight
stay
in the parking
together.
lot.
Yeah. So this will be just one of the 50, 60 plus items we have at our raffle table. I mean, come on, Murph, that's more than generous. So thank you, sir.
No, anytime. Yeah, I mean, the 3 Men in Basement have done so much, for me. There's an awe moment, I guess, right? It's just fun hanging out. You think about it, like if it wasn't for YouTube and comic books, I mean, look at this one. That Absolute Batman signed by Scott Snyder. Isn't that like the first Poison Ivy or something like that in
I think
Absolute
that's
World?
the first absolute
That's
Poison
pretty
Ivy.
cool, huh? But we just think of how many people are now in your phone now that you would have never have ever met before.
You make a good point. And we always say, come hang out, meet some new people. Like if you can hang out the whole day, come for a little bit, come to the after party. That you see Otto get a little tipsy and start drinking a lot and talking. Come hang out. That's what we do this for, is to hang out, talk with the friends. We all enjoy the same stuff. So let's enjoy it together.
That's true. So.
But man, and like I said, I mean, yes, you just showed off an amazing raffle donation. So thank you again. You showed off what would probably be, I'm guessing, one of the biggest cards we're going to have at the show.
We'll find out.
Pokemon and sports combined there.
Oh yeah, that Jordan, yeah, right.
And then you will also have just a handful. I mean, I know you got a lot of Spider-Man, you got a lot of Marvel, some DC, you got a lot of books at the booth as well.
Yeah, I'm gonna go. Last King Kong, when I set up. If you guys remember, like my whole wall used to be full of yellow labels, and let's just say the community humbled me once again. All right, and it was an amazing time, and I was with my friend Tom Ryan, our friend Tom. And he was just like going back. His head kept moving, like another one gone, another one gone, another one gone. So obviously, signatures are very popular right now. People like signatures. I got a few of those left. I'll bring those. Again, some of the same books that you may have already seen, or you might see tomorrow.
That's okay. I always
Wednesday show,
because if only one person has it, that means only one person can get it. So
that's true.
People have it, everybody can get one.
So I just thought that that 8-book lot would be perfect for the raffle donation and anything I give back.
I'm gonna tell Roger right now we might need 2 bags on that one.
You might. I don't know.
But
I don't know. I think Spider Paul might go after that one pretty hard.
I hope he's watching. I'm pretty sure he's coming down. So I hope to see Spider Paul down there. I hope to see many of you people, watching and listening back on the rewind here. But yeah, this is we've been going for about 2 hours now. This is the end of part 1 of our dealer preview for the 2026 3MIB Comic Swap. Part 2 is going to be this Wednesday night, May 13th, 8 p.m. with a whole other slew of other vendors set up this year. Not all of them, because we can't get them all in one. That's too many vendors.
Right.
But a handful of other vendors showing off some awesome stuff between cards, comics, toys, art, the whole shebang. I want to thank everybody that came on tonight, everybody in the live chat talking and chatting it up with us. And like I said, guys, if you are looking for something specific, if you're looking to, hey, I need to fill this run, or I'm looking for this book, or I'm looking for this Marvel Legend toy, or whatever it is, comment down below after this video goes up and let the vendors know, because we can only bring so much. There's only so much space that we have at a table. There's only so much that they can bring. Let them know what you're looking for. And if you saw something specific that you saw tonight, all these guys have IG. Reach out to them. Get that deal done before the show. You can just pick it up at the show. I've already hit up Mike the Beast. I'm picking that Halo book. I'm like, it's how it goes.
You always make a deal prior to the show.
Always. I think Erod's the biggest one I ever did for that Gambit. But other than that, yeah, you have to. I mean, you don't.
That's where you got the Gambit.
That's where I got my my Mark Jewelers Gambit. It was from Erod.
At the swap.
No, that was a Terrificon dealer preview.
Oh, all right.
That was yeah.
All right.
But yes, guys, please comment down below what you're looking for. Thank you to all the vendors that came on here. Thank you to everybody watching, and we will see you on Wednesday night for part 2. And that's going to do it.
I'm not going to say it. I can't say it.
That's fair.
I can't say it.
That's fair.
Go Buffalo.
I'll say it. I'll say it. Good night, Canada.
Thanks, guys, for having me on. Thank you, everybody in live chat. And as always, boys and girls, keep digging in them long boxes. Peace out.